expected to be solved is, of course, a huge step closer to being solved. The arrest in the Tupac Shakur murder 27 years later really shocked everyone last week. And we still have questions about why now,
right.
That the police haven't fully explained yet.
Because the man who is now charged with the murder confessed in 2008 that he was involved.
And has been saying it very openly in interviews that he handed the gun to a guy named Orlando Anderson, his nephew. And Keefe's story is that Orlando pulled the trigger and shot and fired the shots into the car, which Suge Knight was driving. Tupac was the passenger.
Tupac was killed and Suge was shot.
Was hit but survived. So everyone was wondering what Suge's reaction is to there finally being an arrest in this case. You would think maybe he would be happy that there's going to be justice.
Well, also, and is he going to testify? So I spoke with him a very short time ago, and he is in prison right now. I talked to him when he was on the jailhouse phone and wanted to find out what he felt about the Keefe arrest and whether he would cooperate in the trial. Tell me what your reaction is to the arrest of Keefe D.
Well, surprise, number one, because I didn't think Keefe D would never get arrested. Nor do I want to see him get arrested. You know, let's get one thing straight, first and foremost. You know, me and Keefe D played on the same Pop Warner football team. And whatever the circumstances, if he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement with anything, who want to see? I wouldn't wish somebody to go into prison on my worst enemy.
The DA says that Keefe D was in the car with his nephew, and that presumably his nephew, according to the DA, is the one that shot Tupac, and that it was done with the full knowledge of Keefe. Do they have it right?
It was only two people in the car. And Pac not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I tell you this. And I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because, number one, he wasn't the shooter. Number two, he came to my hearing and told to let me go and told the truth. They still didn't let me go.
If you are called to testify in this case?
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Well, number one, because I'm not going to get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
They seem to be saying that Orlando was the shooter and Keefe was in on it, that he had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
To summarize, you are saying Orlando was not the shooter, although you won't say who the shooter was. You are not saying whether Keefe was involved in any way in the shooting, and you are saying that if you're called to testify by either side, you will not comply, you will not testify. Do I have that right?
1,000%. At the end of the day, free Keefe D.
Alright, man. We got Keefe D in the building, man. Chief Keefe, or what the fuck his name is, in the building, man. And what's so crazy is, man, if you heard the response from Suge in the joint, man, the big homie, man, response is, this my homie, man. Like, I don't want no smoke. We don't wish this on nobody. At the same time, you thinking, like, ain't Tupac supposed to have been his artist? Ain't he supposed to have been trying to make this so this man was protected and safe? Or was that your whole MO when he was in the car? We got one man saying he was in the back seat. And then we got another man saying there was only two people in the car. So at the end of the day, I would say, man, it's like some back dough going on, you hear me? Some real back dough going on, man. What I think is, my theory is, man, Robert Jones sketch, you hear me? Hood News certified, Must seeTvv certified, man. Tupac got set up twice, man. He got set up by his goddamn motherfucking manager, Suge Knight, and the same time he got shut up by this Keith D, man. And I see it is shit. It was perfect timing. Hey, that's my homie, so hey, I got connections with him. I could put him in the backseat of the car. And at the same time, I don't even think Tupac knew who he was. I don't even think Tupac even knew that this man was related to the man he just jumped. Perfect setup.